Come friend, come foe, come one, come all, to the highlands to see who lives and who falls. Jokers and fools, queens and kings, they'll take to the stage on invisible strings. For once in my castle, their roles are assigned, their fates in the game, forever entwined. Under cover of night, the traitors will slay. Can a faithful fight back, or be the next play? Till death do us part, in shadows they hide. Murder and treachery, secrets and lies. They'll all stop at nothing for the ultimate prize. All are mere puppets in the world of the traitors. From the meek to the fierce, pawns to dictators, bound by the strings of the silent orchestrators. Every move, every breath, a twisted decree, a game of betrayal, no one's truly free. Till death do us part, in shadows they hide. Murder and treachery, secrets and lies. They'll all stop at nothing for the ultimate prize. All are mere puppets in the world of the traitors. Who can you trust when the darkness descends? The blade in the back, the whispers of friends. The court is a theater, the blood-stained stage, a dance of deception, a war in a cage. Till death do us part, in shadows they hide. Murder and treachery, secrets and lies. They'll all stop at nothing for the ultimate prize. All are mere puppets in the world of the traitors. Come friend, come foe, come one, come all, to the highlands to see who lives and who falls. Jokers and fools, queens and kings, all are mere puppets on invisible strings.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Traitors recaps with Jackie and I, Sunshinery and I. I'm Cooch, aka or Kelly. Uh, Hopefully, Sunshinery will be joining us. She is really busy, and the show starts tomorrow night, so we wanted to get it in. So hopefully, she can make it. And hopefully, I can do her proud. If she doesn't, cause this is gonna be rough alone. But hi everybody. Hi, Kendra, Sweet, Kirsten, Not That Laura Marie, Christoph, and Dreamy. Oh, I don't think I missed anybody. Welcome. Super excited for the season. I've got a few clips, and I've got all the cast information that I could find myself. So let's go. It's such a great show, and I'm so excited for this season. Let me share. see. Let's share the screen. Let me. There we go. So let's just start right away with there are 5 housewives. Actually, maybe we'll save them because that's really where I want Jackie's for sure input. So let's hold on to those. And let's start with, let's see. Okay, we'll start with the Survivor players that are on the show. My favorite, actually, one of my favorite right now is one of these 3 players on the screen right now. So we've got 3 survivors. 2 of the 3 of these people are winners. The first one we have up is Jam Jam. I don't know if it's a Roco or a Rocho, but he spells his name Y-A-M. Hey, Rainbow. He spells his name Y-A-M, Y-A-M, so it looks like Yam Yam, but it's pronounced Jam Jam. He is from Puerto Rico. He's from Puerto Rico, and he won, let me see, he won Survivor Season. My list is not in order of the pictures, so bear with me. Where is Jam Jam? Jam Jam has an amazing personality. He is really funny. He's just got an infectious personality. Christoph probably saw him on Survivor. Christoph, you watch Survivor, don't? Oh no, you don't. Okay. Yeah, he is. He's the first guy on the screen in the jacket that almost looks like it's one of those blur over things jackets. It looks pixelated. It's really cool. But his personality is super infectious. He is amazing. His top alliance member was Carolyn Weigert from last season. You guys all remember Carolyn, all flighty and crazy Carolyn up in the turret. You know, really putting Rob and Danielle, really messing up Rob and Danielle's games. Well, that was Jam Jam's top alliance member. Hey, Pippi. Was Caroline Weiger, I think was her last name, or Weigert, something like that. He's really charming. Oh, he won Survivor season 44. I don't know what Rainbow said. I'm trying to watch chat, but it's hard because I'm looking at my notes. So I apologize. Hey, Gypsy. It's on Peacock if you're interested. But he was a big fan favorite. He won the season. And again, he was Caroline's, top alliance member. The next one we have in the Survivor series, her name is Natalie Anderson. And Natalie's very first season of Survivor, she came on with her twin. And let me tell you, her twin was the first boot, and everybody was super annoyed with the twins because all they did the entire episode that was like 2 hours long was scream 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. That's all they said was 20 the entire first episode. So her twin sister was the first boot. And then Natalie ended up winning the whole season. And then Natalie came back for a second season. And that season, when she came back, she was, I believe, like the second or third. Let me pull up my notes on her. I have all these in my notes, but I'm also going from memory. Did I not put notes on her? Oh, wait, maybe she's towards the top. Here we go. Okay, yeah. So she was on, her first season was Survivor San Juan del Sur. Um, and then her second season was Winners at War, and she was the first boot. And this was a season where they had this place called Edge of Extinction, where everybody that got booted off went to a separate island, and then they had to battle back in. Um, she won. She went 33 days and battled her way back and won against every single player after that that got kicked off, and won her way back into the game, and ended up being a runner-up. And somebody named Tony Vlaco, who was on the Traitors season 2, US, he ended up winning that season. She was also on The Amazing Race with her twin sister, and I'm sure she yelled 20 a lot on that. And then she did the challenge that made it to CBS, and she did 2 seasons of that. Oh no, she did no, she just did 1 season. Oh wait, no, it wasn't the one that made it to CBS. I'm sorry. It was just a regular challenge, double agents. She left on episode 5 because she found out she was pregnant. And then we have my favorite. This is the person I want to win. His name is Rob Sesternino, and he is an old Survivor player. He is from season 6, like way back. If anybody watched Survivor, they're familiar with Boston Rob. Well, yeah, Boston Rob was on last season of the Traitors. Well, this guy was the original Rob. And after Boston Rob came along, he was always, I'm not that Rob, the other Rob. So he started season 6 of Survivor. He got 3rd place. But after he left Survivor, CBS asked him, when he got on to Survivor, he originally tried out for Big Brother, and he kind of shaped his game around Big Brother and a player named Dr. Will. And Dr. Will won Big Brother, and he was on, I don't think Dr. Will's been on the Traitors. He was on a different show, and I forget what it's called. He was last year on a different show. But anyway, so he modeled his game after Dr. Will, but he ended up getting casted on Survivor. And then after Survivor, he started writing a Survivor blog on the CBS website. And then he did that for like 2 or 3 years, and then he started a podcast and talked about Survivor and Big Brother. He talked about Survivor for a couple of years, and then he added Big Brother. And now he's basically built up, it's called Rob Has a Podcast. They do a zillion shows. He's got a whole team of podcasters. He basically knows pretty much every Survivor player that's ever played. He has interviewed every Big Brother player that's ever played. He has interviewed. He does a show for Survivor called Know It Alls, where like the 2 winniest winners to never win the game recap the show. So he's very much an expert on all things gaming. So he might have a tough go of it. I don't know. But he knows a lot of people, and he's very personable. And then let's see, who do we have next after the Survivors? We're going to Big Brother, I believe. Yep. Oh, wait. So Ian Terry won Survivor season, or no, I'm sorry, Big Brother season 14. And Tiffany Mitchell won season, or no, she won America's Favorite in season 23. She also hosted the reindeer games for Big Brother. She was the one that was on the actual CBS, the challenge of both season 1 and 2. And she was famously, hey Chantal. Oh my gosh. Rainbow Rob is like, I'm obsessed. I have followed Rob ever since he was doing the CBS blogs. I was reading the blogs. I was listening to all the survivors before Big Brother. I just, yeah, love. Um, let's see. So that's basically Ian. Um, was a really good player, and then he was also on All Stars, and I think made it. He didn't make it real far, just less than halfway. Um, he's super, super, super intelligent, and he was like a Big Brother encyclopedia. He always knew everything. You could he would know. You would say season 3, eighth episode. Who got fourth place? And I don't know what was the competition. Who got fourth place, and he would know it. Cool, Rainbow. Yay, I'm excited that you know them. Well, yeah, of course you do because we talked about them. Um, Tiffany wasn't one of my favorites on Big Brother. I don't think she was as smart as she thought she was. But I liked her. I liked other people much better than her. Okay, let's see. Who do we have next? Next we have Monet Exchange and Kristen Kish. Monet Exchange comes from RuPaul's Drag Race. Let me pull her up. She is, Bob the drag queen. They are sisters. And in the drag queen world, you have like little sister groups and stuff. Um, and you're very loyal to each other. It's like your own little house of sisterhood. And Bob and Monet Exchange are drag queen sisters. Um, something that stood oh yeah, Monet Exchange won Miss Congeniality. So she will be super sweet to your face, but she will lie like a rug while she is super sweet, and you will believe her. Uh, let's see, and then we've got Kristen Kitt. I did not realize I did anybody watch Top Chef? She's part of the Bravo Celebrity family. Um, but she won her season of Top Chef. And much like Natalie Anderson, she had her own battle back in it was a very similar fashion. She was like an early boot. She was a fan favorite, and then she was a kind of an early boot, and she was screwed because the person that beat her was kind of like all these chefs are really, really good. But the chef that beat her that season when she got booted was somebody everybody wanted to be gone for a few episodes.
This is a reminder. Check ice machine.
Thank you, Ziggy. Um,
This is a reminder.
Ziggy, stop.
Check ice machine.
Are you stopping? Thank you. No, I'm gonna forget. Yeah, Last Chance Kitchen. And so when she got booted, she went to Last Chance Kitchen and battled her way back, and she won the season. So that was really cool too. So it was a very similar arc to Natalie Anderson, except Kristen actually won the season. And I remember I really liked her a lot on her season. I stopped watching it, so I did not realize easy for me to say. I did not realize that Tom Colicchio, the former host of Top Chef left. Or no, not Tom Colicchio, Pad Malachky. That Pad Malachky had left, and that Kristen is now the host, and she's replaced Pad Malachky as the host. Kirsten says, "Hi, Ziggy." Don't say it too loud or he'll get all excited and start talking to me. Let's see. I do want to get some ice, so let me play this really quick about Bob the Drag Queen while I go grab some ice.
Phobia is of snakes. Do y'all have snakes in here?
I'm a snake wrangler.
I've wrangled a few snakes in my day. You know what I mean? My name is Monet Exchange, and you all may know me from a little show called RuPaul's Drag Race. But I think they also know me for being fierce, fabulous.
We all heard that, right?
I'm a really good liar. I will lie about my dead grandmother. She's alive. I will lie about having children. Have none. I will lie about anything. There's literally a compilation on YouTube of Monet Exchange lying through her teeth.
Can hell.
You know, I walked here. from Brooklyn. What I did? Oh my God. If I meet someone who's at my same level, it's gonna be like Inception. It's gonna be like, they lying to me, I'm lying to them. And then now I'm overthinking, I'm like, but you said that to me first, but I don't think but ain't nobody on my level, so I gotta worry about that. When there is $250,000 on the line, you think I can't really be sweet and nice? I can be sweet and nice and have some donuts at home. No, baby, I came to be treacherous, shady, and win this money in this castle, okay? I'm a lip sync assassin. I slay this. I'm gonna slay these all the way to the end, period. I love this That's it. The Traitors, new season coming soon, only on Peacock.
How is she a gorgeous peacock cheetah? I am not kidding. That outfit is giving me like an amazing peacock cheetah, and I want to be a peacock cheetah. Don't you all want to be a peacock cheetah? I mean, it's so amazing. Okay. I don't know, Chantal. I would imagine that they'll have pretty harsh copyright striking like they do with Big Brother in Canada when we try to play episodes on when people like put episodes on YouTube and stuff. Canada will go in and snatch those right up. So you can try. I'll be there if you do. Okay, let's see. I'm going through this way too quick. I think I'm missing people. There's 22 people. I feel like I've barely scratched the surface. Okay, Sweet's favorite, Mark Ballas, comes from Dancing with the Stars. Yeah, definitely you'll have to make a throwaway channel. For sure. Let's see. Let me find Mark Ballas. There wasn't really much information on him. He's one of the pro dancers on Dancing with the Stars. Last season, he was with Whitney Levitt from Secret Lives of Mormon Housewives. So that's a kind of fun connection. Also, he is super competitive. Also, he's a dancer and a pro, so it makes him super competitive. But I learned that him and his wife watched 40 seasons of Survivor in 2020 when they were on COVID lockdown. 40 seasons they got through. And him and his wife love the Traitors. They've watched all the iterations of Traitors. So, they're like real super fans of the show. So he knows the show really well. And Sweets, he might be really unassuming. Yeah, right, Anne. So I'm really interested to see how Mark does. He's not somebody. He's not like somebody I really know well because I don't watch Dancing with the Stars. But I don't think for the most part you have to watch the show to know who he is. He's like in the top three, if not the top most famous. Of the pros, probably. And then we've got Johnny Weir and Tara Lipinski, both ice skaters and both best friends in real life. These two are super close in real life, and they think that they're going to be able to fake like they're not close. Like people aren't going to know that these two are like besties. They do a podcast together. What was the podcast called? Let me see. Here we go. Yeah, they were both in the Winter Olympics. He was a groomsman at her wedding. Yeah, she got married and he was in her wedding, a groomsman. They also host, I guess, the figure skating competitions together. And this will be cross promotion for Peacock because Peacock is also hosting the Olympics. So this will be the cross promotion for them in that. And they are best friends. And that's cool, Kendra. Yay. And they picked two of them, their best friends. How crazy is that? I don't really know much about Tara Lipinski, but Johnny Weir has a great personality. Super funny. Super funny. But I guess her run in the Olympics was in the late 90s, and his run, even though they're only a couple of years apart, women are much younger. Oh, okay, Kendra. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. And let's see who we got next. These two are from Love Island. This picture does not do Rob Roush justice. At first, I was like, ew, who is that? I don't think I'm going to like this dude, just judging by his looks. Wasn't a fan. But this dude, he's from Alabama. He is a snake wrangler. He's an avid wildlife enthusiast. He has like over 2 million followers on TikTok, and he talks about wildlife and all this stuff. It starts tomorrow night. But he's a snake wrangler, and he's really kind of I'm an old lecherous lady, but he's a little sexy. And then we've got Mara Higgins, and Mara Higgins is from Ireland. I cannot even fake an Irish accent. I can try, but nope, can't do it. But Mara is straight from Ireland. And she's also a host on an after show for Love Island, and she does stuff with Love Island USA. And apparently people love Mara. I know nothing about her at all. Her picture makes her look uptight, but maybe it's just the Irish being so close to the Scottish Highlands. She's lovely, but well-versed in reality. Okay. Well, you heard what Bob the Drag Queen said. He handles the snakes, too. I cannot wait for her accent, though. I cannot wait. I have not heard her talk yet, and I cannot wait to hear her talk. Um, I'm not sure yet, Laura Marie. And we can, I think. We still need to figure that out. This first one's not going to be until probably Monday because it's 3 episodes we got to get in. But after that, I was thinking Saturdays, but yeah, Sundays probably work too. Let's see. And then next we have Colton Underwood. Now Colton Underwood's an interesting one. From The Bachelor and The Bachelorette and Bachelor in Paradise. Uh, but before his Bachelor stint, he was a football player. He played pro football for San Diego Chargers, Oakland Raiders, and Philadelphia Eagles. And then he was on the 14th season of The Bachelorette. And his big claim to fame was that he was a virgin, and he planned on being a virgin until he was married. So then his next claim to fame after that is that it turns out, oh, he's gay. He came out as the very first gay bachelor in 2021, I believe. And then he also did some kind of a gay bachelor reality show that got bad ratings. And then it was a coming out show on Netflix. And then in 2023, he got married to a Democratic strategist named Jordan C. Brown. So now he's happily married. Yeah. And everybody, he kind of looks like Lance Bass in this picture. Like a younger Lance Bass. Like a 30-year-old Lance Bass. And then, yeah, let's talk about Michael Rappaport. I like him. He's an interesting character, though. He's been in several movies: True Romance, Higher Learning, Dr. Dolittle, The Heat. He's been on TV shows Boston Public, Prison Break. He had recurring roles on Friends and My Name is Earl. And he is a very, very, very avid Bravo fan. He loves all the housewife shows. He loves anything Bravo. So he's kind of he's like a Bravo celebrity adjacent. Would you say? Yes, and that's why I'm saving it. Shh, don't tell anybody. Delete that. It's a surprise. My gosh, you're spoiling the breaking news. Anyway, Michael Rappaport has been on a ton of TV shows. Now, I think he's really known in the sports world. He is on Barstool Sports. I'm not a sporty. I don't really, but I think Barstool Sports is like really, really big. If you're like a sporty person, not a sporty person. So, but he has brought his again, he's an avid Bravo fan. So he is a sports commentator along with loving the housewives. So that should be interesting. And then Anne had to go ahead and Anne broke the news of Donna Kelsey in the middle. Yes, Donna Kelsey, Travis, And what's the other? Jason? Travis and Jason Kelsey's mom. And I think one of the Kelsey boys married Taylor Swift. So she's the mother-in-law of the Taylor Swift. That's kind of cool, actually. Her daughter-in-law is Taylor Swift. Oh, is he? I didn't know that. Well, so are a lot of the housewives, Rainbow. I mean, figures. If I didn't know that, I'm going to try to set his politics aside. If he's not talking about his politics, I don't care. Because I'm pretty sure most of the housewives are, you could call them that too. Anyway, yeah, so Travis Kelsey, there's really not much about her other than, she's who she is. She automatically is going to be a fan favorite because of who her daughter-in-law is. I thought his views on housewives are based on their sayings and how they act, and he likes the feisty, argumentative ones. I never really thought they were based on looks when I saw them on. But no, you're free to your opinion, absolutely. I never noticed that. Now I probably will. I can't stand her, Lisa. Okay, I don't want to talk about the housewives yet. Okay. Yeah, I hate Lisa Rinna. She drove her boys to football practice. She's a very football mom. I'm really, and let's see, who else do we have? Yeah, we've got Ron Funches. I don't know how to say Ron's last name. He's a comedian. Let's see what he's known for. Fun, Mr. Funches. Actually, it does seem like he's a lot of fun. Here he is. Oh yeah, he's a comedian. He had guest appearances on the Crawl Show, and then he did 2 seasons of Undateable on NBC in 2015. He was the voice of Cooper in The Trolls in 2016. He's had guest roles on Blackish and Transparent. He is the voice of King Shark in the DC Comics movie Harley Quinn. And he voices, he's been a voice on quite a few other animated shows on Fox, FX, Netflix, and others. Hey, Glenn Crack. But he seems like he's going to be pretty funny. But yeah, I don't really know anything about him other than I got his bio of what he's done. And honestly, I don't think I've watched any of these. The Crawl Show I watched because it was my last name, so I watched that. But that was like 12 years ago, and I can't remember like yesterday. Actually, I do remember yesterday. It was crazy. But I don't remember much before Christmas. Let's see. So then we've also got Stephen Colletti. Stephen Colletti he played a character named Chase Adams on One Tree Hill. He was also, I did not know, I didn't watch Laguna Beach, but he was also on the first 2 seasons of Laguna Beach. He was on 1 episode of The Hills. And currently, he does a podcast with Kristen Cavallari called Back to the Beach with Kristen and Steven. I watched The Hills, but I never watched Laguna Beach. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. And now we might have just the housewives left. Let me make sure I've covered everybody but them. I believe so. I'm whipping right through this without Jackie. Bummer. Oh, cool, Kirsten. That was more your guys' age group. I was a little old, so I didn't get into Laguna Beach, but because people talk so much about Laguna Beach, and then those people, some of them were going to be on the hills, I thought, well, screw it, I'll watch the hills. And let me go back to the housewives. Let's see. I've always been a super fan of The Challenge on MTV. That has been like, it's one of my favorite shows. Favorite shows is The Challenge. I love that show. Love it. So, um, on we've got 5 different housewives this season. We have Caroline Stanberry from Dubai, Portia Williams from Atlanta. We've got Dorinda, who was also first boot last season, and she's from New York, and they brought her back. And then we've got Lisa Rinna and Candace Dillard Bassett. Let's start with Lisa Rinna and Candace Dillard Bassett. Um, I cannot stand Lisa Rinna, and I was really hoping Jackie would be here for the Housewives. She's so much more fluent in housewife speak. I know all these women, and I watched all of them, but I don't like these two at all. The other 3 are fine, but I can't stand these two. Lisa Rinna is why I quit watching Beverly Hills, and Candace is why I quit watching Potomac. These 2 are like the main reasons I quit watching Housewives altogether, probably. Okay, so Candace, we'll go with Candace. No, actually, let's go with Lisa Rinna first, since she's the first one on the screen. Lisa Rinna, she she was on she started on soap operas, as a very young girl, or not young, like, like probably at 18 or so. And then she was cast on Melrose Place. And I loved her on Melrose Place. It was so exciting when she was going to come to Orange County or Beverly Hills. It was so exciting. I am so glad she got fired too, but I never went back to watching it. She is the reason Vanderpump left, and I will never forgive her for that. She's the only mean tweet I ever sent to anybody when I was really on Twitter was to Lisa Rinna. um, and then she did her big Depends Days. That's right, Days of Our Lives. So Days of Our Lives, then Melrose Place. And then, this and that. She would do anything to make a buck in acting, which brought her to her infamous Depends commercials, which paid her really well. So, who are we to judge her and her Depends? And now she's on Traitors. I don't like Candace Dillard Bassett either. She is one of these women. She's kind of like Maria. She will say and do everything verbally that will trigger every button you have, and she will not stop. That's how Candace Dillard Bassett is. She will not stop. She will push and push and push and push your freaking buttons. She will push them. She will drive you insane. And so what had happened was she did that. She pushed way too many buttons of another Potomac housewife named Monique Samuels. And let me show you. I'm going to show you guys. Both of them ended up in season 5 of getting second-degree assault charges on each other in Montgomery County in the state of Maryland. These are not your favorite housewives, Rainbow? Oh my gosh. I am judging you. If Candace is your favorite, Monique was by far my favorite after this. So let me pull up. I think let me find. I should have had the video ready. That was the one thing I didn't have ready. But I've got a little clip of the fight. Let's see. Hopefully I watched it on. Nope. Okay, just a sec. Open. Pause. Now you should be in my history. Should have been my history already. There we go. Did deserve to get her ass beat. So yeah. I just wanted to show you guys that little clip. Now, Candace has since left the Real Housewives of Potomac and had a baby with her husband. But I'm not kidding. She has that personality of saying the most offensively triggering things until you do some shit like that and pull her wig and do not let go. So that is Miss Candace Dillard Bassett getting her butt whooped and her wig all messed up. Yeah, I hope that her having a baby chilled her out some. If you guys want the link to the whole scene, let me give it to you. Let me find it. It's a 4-minute clip. If you want to watch it on your own time, that is the link. And then let's see. We've got 3 more cast and then a few videos to watch, and we are done. We should hopefully, what time is it? Yeah, we should hopefully be done by the time George goes live at 8:30. Okay, so the last 3 of the contestants on the Traitors, we've got more housewives. We've got Caroline Stanberry, Real Housewives of Dubai, Portia, Real Housewives of Atlanta, and Dorinda, Real Housewives of New York. Caroline Stanberry was also on a show called Ladies of London prior to this. She was always kind of the snobby one, but she's very pretty. She was born into a ton of money. of old money. She was born into a ton of old money in Great in Britain, so she comes from like that really old money London society, I imagine. Um, and then she married somebody who was uber rich and divorced him and got a huge ass settlement. And now she's remarried to somebody else that's also really rich. Yeah, I liked her okay. I think there's a lot of people that don't like her, but I did not like her. I really enjoyed watching her on Real Housewives of Dubai, like watching her wedding was beautiful. I loved her wedding. She had a wedding in the Arabian desert, and it was insane. It was so cool. Um, and then we've got Portia Williams. Very famously, I love, love Portia. Uh, Portia's on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and funny thing about Portia, she joined the Housewives in season 5, 2012. She was on there until 2021 and then left and came back in 2024. Um, she was so cute. So there was an episode what she really became famous for in her first season. Was it her first season or second season? I don't know. It was very early on in her stint on the Housewives. Her first of all, her grandfather is named Reverend Hosea Williams, and he is a major leader in the civil rights movement, and was from Atlanta, and that is her grandfather. I mean, basically, he was pretty much almost like directly under Martin Luther King. Like Reverend Hosea Williams, just a huge figure in the civil rights movement. So, um, they go on they go to Savannah, I think is where they are, and they go to a church in Savannah, and they're talking about the Underground Railroad, and the lady at the church who is hosting the walkthrough of the church and the history of the church is explaining how the enslaved people in the Underground Railroad came right under the church. Portia says that's not a lot of room for an engine to go through. The lady says, repeat this. I should have seen if there was a clip of it. Actually, let me look really quick. Let's see. Portia Williams, Underground Railroad. All right, it was season 6. Yes. Share this tab. Let's watch this real quick. God love her, but let me preface let me say before we watch this clip, Portia has since become um, an an advocate for civil rights in her own right. She has finally made her grandfather proud. She became a huge leader and spokesperson in Louisville when Breonna Taylor died, and they were trying to get justice for Breonna Taylor. She was one of the leading forces and voices for Breonna Taylor after she passed away. So before we watch this clip, just know that she has made her grandfather quite proud with the work that she's done since she was just a little girl, and her enjoying her rich family's things. You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway, let's watch this clip. That's weird. I can hear it. Can you guys hear me talking? Hey, Laura. Yes, she was arrested as well for protesting. Let me refresh it. If there's still no sound, I don't know what to do. Okay, could you hear it when I just started it again? Okay. Nope, you sure can't, because I've got it on my TV and you can't hear shit. Well, that's annoying. I don't know why. Let me go back to this. Okay, we'll see if we can come back to that maybe. Let's talk about Dorinda real quick. Not much to say about Dorinda. She was on last season, and I've got a clip of her. Let's see if we can hear this that Anne had shared with me. See if you guys hear this. Let me know if you could hear her say, now this is drama I did not have on my bingo card. There wasn't Rainbow? What the heck? Oh, I bet my thing, you know what? All right. Then there's probably not going to be sound on this either. Let me unhook these and redo them.
First African Baptist Church.
You can't even hear me. I'm not muted.
African Baptist Church.
Oh, you heard that? Oh, for fuck's sake. But you can't hear me now. Oh, wait, maybe you can hear me now. All right, I see my bubble moving. All right.
Which was part of the Underground Railroad.
This is history. This is the oldest in North America, correct? That's okay.
Oh, wow. I did not expect it to be this grand.
This is old Hollywood glam.
These windows on the side were put in place in 1885. The style of the building is Greek Revival, and then in the balcony is the oldest pipe organ in Georgia. Everything was built by hand.
Can you imagine building this all by hand?
And if you notice, the 3x3, the 9-patch, and the ceiling told somebody this was a safe haven.
Wow. Being here in such a historic place really makes me feel connected to my grandfather's legacy and how hard he fought for our civil rights.
Oh.
If y'all do notice the holes we have in the floor shaped in a diamond, so the Underground Railroad passed right beneath us in that area. So this way you used to catch air as they were moving below us. And there's 4 feet of height below, in which orally was a crawl space. So these were the ventilation holes. To this date, we don't know how they got in or out from the inside of the church.
I mean, to be standing on the same floor that people crawled under to escape from slavery, it humbles me because so many people had to die in the struggle so that I might have these freedoms.
And we do believe now that more than half who ran away ran to find their family because they didn't have no family.
And those are our ancestors. So that's why I feel a sense of loss because we can't go back and find out exactly where we came from.
And we were just marching for the right to vote 48 years ago.
I marched when I was 6 years old with my grandfather, Jose Williamson. I remember them throwing rocks at me.
That's why we should go to school and get our education.
Absolutely, and tell the youth about things like this so they know and they can appreciate what we have now.
Right now.
Well, there has to be an opening for the railroad at some point because somebody's driving the train. It's not electric like what we have now.
It wasn't a train, baby.
Really? Like, you really thought, like, there was an actual train that took them through?
You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't a train at all.
Just the
They use it. That is just a euphemism, baby. Just a figure of speech.
I'm thinking it was like widespread.
No. It's almost hurtful to me to watch her be so dumb.
That's a euphemism for people that are connected together, trying to work their way to freedom.
Right.
Ding dong! He's not talking about put 50 cents on the train or on the damn public bus.
But it wasn't really a train.
Okay, so that is... Now, let's see. We are almost done. I'm sorry. I'm going to go just a little over. He's got a 2-minute countdown clock. Oops, where did I...
Now, I actually cannot emphasize the on my bingo card. And allegedly on this upcoming season of The Traitors, there's a fight between Donna Kelsey and Dorinda Medley. Now, I actually cannot emphasize the word allegedly enough when talking about this, because this information purely comes from a tweet, but it is a tweet that has been getting a lot of traction. And the tweet says, I just got word that Dorinda Medley of The Real Housewives of New York and Donna Kelsey of Travis allegedly got into a minor physical altercation before the roundtable. Donna allegedly made a comment about Dorinda's drinking and slurring. Yikes. But now, again, like I said, allegedly, this is literally just from a tweet. I don't know if this is true, but the one thing we do know is that it looks like Dorinda finally made it to the round table this time around. If you remember last season, she was the first person murdered, so we never got to see her perform at a round table. So this year, it looks like she's made it to at least one. The Traitors airs on January 8th, so we should have some clarity about what actually went down somewhat soon.
Okay, let's watch this real quick.
Stood out for you right from the jump?
Traitors US on Peacock on YouTube has a show every week now with these two hosting it. It's going to be a recap. So make sure you check it out, but here's a clip of it.
Immediately, Donna. She's Travis Kelsey's mom.
For that reason alone, maybe you don't want to vote her out, right? Like, I have 4 daughters. They would kill me if I voted off Taylor Swift's future mother-in-law.
I'm going to tell you right now, if Blue Ivy was on The Survivor, I would vote her. No one is safe.
Listen to me. I'm not saying that I wouldn't do it, but I'm just saying my kids are going to be mad about it.
That's valid. That's fair.
The round tables have turned, but so have I.
I'm here to cremate everyone and say, bye, Ashy.
My resting bitch face isn't resting. It's working overtime.
My lips don't lie, but baby, I do.
I know how to carry a tune, carry a grudge, and carry you straight to your grave.
Okay, I've got some other previews, but if George is starting, I think I'm just going to end it. Well, actually, no, let's just watch a couple more. Real quick.
Backstabbing, betrayal, and murder. A twisted new season of the Traitors is finally here.
Show me the money.
The prize, $250,000.
I'm gonna lie and cheat and do whatever I have to do to win.
All trust must be thrown to the wayside.
Let the games begin.
What did I get myself into?
The guard is up and the game is on.
We are here to capture dirty, deceitful, deceptive traitors.
It's so hard to trust everyone.
Players, behold! Your fate awaits.
If I sleep tonight, it's with one eye open.
Lisa would run her grandmother down.
Think that you're a traitor.
Very sketchy, sketchy, sketchy.
They won't even know it's coming.
If you have tears, prepare to shed them now.
This is some sadistic.
Oh, I forgot about Eric
Calling
Taylor.
out the housewives.
Shame on you! If you're gonna come for me, I'll finish you.
It is like a firing squad.
I am mostly looking forward to chatting and snacking.
I'm out for blood.
Welcome to my kind of water park.
How cruel, Alan.
I did warn them.
We all heard that, right?
I think you're lying.
That's a big thing. You would make a good traitor.
I forgot about Eric Nam. He's a K-pop guy. He's a singer, and he's super hot.
Do have fun. If you can.
Okay, all right. I think that will cover it. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching my cast preview show. Get over to George's because I assume he's live, and thank you so much. Oh yeah, I will let you guys know when I talk to Jackie what day we will be back, but 3 episodes is a lot to go over. Friday, Saturday. Maybe we can do it Sunday. Yeah, I'll try. We'll shoot for Sunday. I'll see what we can do. So anyway, thank you guys so much. I'm gonna play the. Oh no, I'm not because I already took it out. So you guys have a great night. I'm not gonna play the outro song. Have a good night. Thank you for watching.